Good morning everybody, it is currently 8:30 in the morning and I have come to Hamburg for the day, randomly, just thought I'd do a little day trip. I left Groningen at 4:30 this morning, so I'm a little tired and it's a bit drizzly at the moment, you can tell by my hood being up like this, but I'm just looking for like a cafe or a coffee shop so I can just wait for everything to open up really, because it's only 8:30 and I imagine most things open at 9 or 9:30. I thought, seeing as I'd been away for 2 weeks now and I was starting to feel a bit settled, it was time to go on a little adventure, so I came over to Germany for the day. So I left the cafe, that was really cute. The city's woken up a little bit now, ate my mango and I'm ready to go. I'm wandering into a place which I can't remember the name of. I've actually just seen loads of photos of it, so I think it'll be quite cool, and I really wanted to go to this art museum which looked beautiful, but it was really expensive. So I looked at my hair like this morning when I woke up at like 3:30 and I was like, oh, that's fine, that's cute. I slept on it on the coach and now it looks disgusting, but I was gonna put it behind me and forget that it's a thing. In an ideal world the weather would have been a lot clearer today, but can't have everything. It's fine, it's okay. It's still quite bright, which is quite nice. I never usually like to plan a trip like this because the more I think about it and the more I think about like the logistics of what I'm going to do, the more stressed out I get. So I just sort of look up a few things that I might want to do and then just go with the flow and see what happens. So I'm currently stood right outside the city hall, which is beautiful and it's huge, so I wish you could kind of like see perspective. There are some people like walking by there, so you might be able to see just how tiny they are compared to the building. But I thought I'd tell you some random facts about Hamburg. It's the second largest city in Germany, next to Berlin. They have the largest Japanese garden in Europe, which I would go to, but the weather's really grim. I kind of just don't know whether it would be worth it. They have the largest train set, which is a museum in itself, and it's kind of like, essentially it's just like little toy trains, but all the website and everything says it's more than just toy trains. I don't know if I'm going to go there. And one which I found super interesting is it has more bridges than Amsterdam and Venice combined. So there are some random facts for you, hope you enjoyed. So I've now come to a place called Speicherstraat, which I'm actually butchering the pronunciation of, but I tried. It literally translates to City of Warehouses, because this is where the largest collection of warehouses are in the world, which is pretty cool. It's one of the most popular tourist sites in Hamburg because of the red brick buildings actually. So this is what I said I saw pictures of on Instagram. But they go all around the port and harbour here, so I'm just going to have a little wander around, and I can imagine this is absolutely beautiful in the summer when the sun's out and the sky is blue. But again, as I said, unfortunately the weather's not been kind to me today, but I'm still making the most of it. It still looks beautiful and I'm still getting on with some exploring. So I'm now heading for St. Michael's Church, which I can hear but I can't quite see, and I'm going to climb it. Oh my god, I made it 445 steps up. Yes, I climbed it. And then I realised there's a bit more as well. Jesus Christ. Turns out you can't actually climb the last bit, so it's just for maintenance, so that means I can just enjoy the view from here without feeling bad about not climbing any more steps. So if you can hear me, here are a few facts about the St. Michael's Church Tower. Literally could not hear anything that I was saying because the wind was so bad, so I'm just going to do an audio instead. Basically, it was one of 5 church towers built in the Lutheran times, so like the rule of Martin Luther. It was really heavily destroyed in World War I and II, and in 1906 I believe it was like completely destroyed and knocked down and then rebuilt, and the reconstruction was finished in 1912, and currently it stands at 132 meters tall. I just went to this really gorgeous looking museum which I'd actually heard some really good things about, but I was really underwhelmed and I was quite disappointed. I think mainly because I found it quite like dreary and a little bit scary. So I escaped there and I've come to walk around the park to calm me down a bit, because it did make me feel quite anxious. I don't really know why. But luckily this park is huge, so I can do some nice walking around, listening to a couple of podcasts. I'm listening to Michelle Obama's audiobook right now as well, so that's really good. I'm just enjoying some quiet time and I'm really enjoying it. I just kind of came off the beaten track, but I keep falling on these cobbles, so I'm walking like really carefully. But it's all really nice. Just been on the phone to my granddad for a bit because I haven't spoken to him in literally ages, so that's been quite nice, just wandering around talking to him on the phone. It's been very comforting. I'm now headed to an illusion museum, like an art gallery type thing, which I'm very excited for. I think it's really going to baffle my brain, so that's going to be really fun. Welcome to my new music video. All of my fans, thank you so much for coming guys. It's going to be a great day. Are you all ready? This is what spending all day by myself has led me to. Talking to myself, but not just to the camera, but to everyone else. So the Illusion Museum was absolutely hilarious. I had so much fun. I was acting like a kid in a playground for most of it, and my brain was just baffled. I was walking around and I was like, I just refuse to accept that my brain is making me see this, but it was so cool and I loved it very, very much. And I'm currently wrapped up, warm, ready to go back on the coach for another 4 hours so I can go home. But I've had a great day and it's been so fun to explore, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video too.